Hello there. You might be wondering, who is that? I could be anybody. My identity is hidden from the world right now. I've pitched my voice down. Not really. I'm actually just speaking in a lower tone. But I could be anybody. My fellow Americans, it is an honor and a privilege to be in front of you today. I could be Barack Obama. My fellow Americans, I am Barack Obama. The worst fucking Barack Obama impression ever. You know, what color is your Bugatti? Get off your fucking lazy ass and work. How about that, huh? I could be Andrew Tate. I could be Andrew Tate. How about you get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich? Give him a lift. I could be Andrew Tate. I could be Mike Tyson. Hey, y'all. You know, when I was training professionally to fight, I would fuck people up because I'm Mike Tyson. These are all really bad impressions. So we know that I'm not Mike Tyson. I'm not Andrew Tate. I'm not President Barack Obama. But we still don't know who I am. I could be anybody. But today I am your host for this podcast. Your host with the most for La Frequency. Just doesn't hit when that shit's deep like that, bro. That shit made me cringe a little bit. My skin was like lifted a little bit. I got goosebumps because of how fucking cringeworthy that was. But anyways, guys, you know who it is. Don't play stupid. If you're tuning in right now, you know exactly who it is. I know I'm wearing a ski mask, but hold up. Actually, before we get into that, I'm just a stranger. I'm a stranger, but by the end of this, we're not really strangers. When this podcast ends, we're not really strangers anymore, because today we are playing We're Not Really Strangers. Wow. Let's crack open a cold one before we get into that shit. Ay, culo. What's up, guys? It's your Floral Father, the one and only. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of La Frequency, featuring me, your Floral Father, and Negrito Baby. He's over there playing around, being a kitten and stuff, but he's around, bro. He's looking at me. Mwah, te quiero, mijo. Pero today we're playing We're Not Really Strangers, and this is like one of those party games, like Cards Against Humanity or Exploding Cats. Is it Exploding Cats? Exploding Kittens. There's, you know, those party card games that you show up to like a party and it's really boring, and then somebody's like, they just have the bright and wise idea, like, should we play Cards Against Humanity? And you're like, fuck, man, I don't want to play Cards Against Humanity. And then you start playing and you're like, I forget how fun this shit is, bro. You're like, this is actually a great game. It's one of those games. It's a card game like that, except it's full of simpery. It's a little simp one, and it's more therapeutic than anything. It's called We're Not Really Strangers because you're supposed to play it with somebody. You could play it with your best friend, or you could play it with somebody you don't know. And by the end of the game, you'll know arguably a little too much about them at that point. It starts with very surface level questions like, oh, you know, like, what do you like to do for fun? And then it ends with like, how do you feel about your uncle touching you? It gets very deep like that, where it's like, damn, bro. And so I thought it'd be a good idea to play it on the podcast. This is off the top of the dome. We're really going to get into it and see how a youngin' is feeling, man. And by the end of this, we're not really strangers, bro. We won't be strangers. So crack open a cold one, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Card number 1. When do I feel most helpful to others? Yo, check this out real quick. Check this out. Honestly, I feel most helpful to others when, this is going to sound counterproductive. I feel more helpful to others when I'm focusing on myself, if this makes any sense. Let me explain. Because when I'm focusing on myself, I start to fall into better habits and better routines that make me feel good. And I cut out a bunch of bullshit, such as like junk food or overstimulation on dopamine and all this stuff. And I incorporate things into my life that start to level me mentally and start to build better habits. And when I learn these things, as I do these things, because of the self-improvement journey, I get excited and I'm like, I want other people to know about this, because if this is benefiting me and helping me in this aspect, then I want others to know about it. I'm kind of like the fucking guinea pig. I'm the trial run. I'm trying all these new self-improvement tactics, and the ones that work, I'll get on here weekly on the podcast and preach them to you guys. Or now with the YouTube channel, bro, I'll get in there and be like, okay, like the dopamine video. I was like, all these things release dopamine in the gym. That's probably why you don't like the gym. That's what was happening for me. So here's the fucking cheat codes, guys. Like, here it is. I went through it. Here's the cheat codes. So in a way, my own self-improvement journey and the things that I learn along the way is when I feel most beneficial to others, because then I have the answers and I can get on here and tell you guys about it. I can preach it to you guys. So I guess after that, it would be actually sitting down and making content about it, whether it's this podcast or whether it's the short YouTube videos or the clips I'm posting on social media, whatever it is, bro. I also feel most helpful to others when I'm just entertaining people. My whole life, I've wanted to be an entertainer, bro, with acting, music, all that stuff. And it's kind of like the realm and the area I've landed in. Thankfully, I'm blessed to have that experience and be doing the stuff that I'm doing. But it's like, I just want to put a smile on people's faces or have them learn something or just entertain them, because now it's kind of oversaturated. Everybody's trying to be an entertainer or an influencer or something. But like, I wanted to genuinely make you feel some sort of emotion, something on the range of emotions, because then I know I'm doing something right, bro. In a time where it's fucking doom and gloom in everybody's minds and people are distracted and they feel like they're not getting the results out of life, the least I can do is pop in and make you smile for a day, or pop in, make you smile for a video or whatever it is, a second or two, just brighten up your day a little more. That's also when I feel like I'm being helpful to others. Card number 2. When was the last time I truly enjoyed my own company? What was I doing? I always enjoy my own company. I enjoy my own company more than I enjoy the company of others, if I'm being honest, because I know when, at least I do now, because my own company back in the day meant that I was bored. I was comparing myself to others. I was sitting around all day, kind of like complaining, like, oh, there's nothing to do. I don't really have anything. But now it's like my own company. If it's just me, something's getting done. I'm sitting down, I'm editing, I'm working on this podcast, I'm working on YouTube videos, I'm mixing down a track, I'm learning new things, I'm fucking reading, bro. Like, I read now. Like, there's so many things where it's like, I know that my own company is going to be beneficial. The gym, bro. The gym is, for me now, is like, yes, I love to go in there and work out and I feel better. I release, the dopamine and the endorphins and all that stuff. I look better by the end of it. The massive pump makes me look fucking insane, bud. Insane, bruv. There you go with the V. Oh, how you doing, bruv? But the gym for me is kind of like a social hour. I go there. I know everybody. It's a good sense of community. I like to talk to people, hang out and stuff. But that used to be where I enjoyed my own company. I used to go in there and just like fight demons and really kind of think of stuff, creative ideas, what I'm trying to do and implement to get my life on track. It was a me time, and it still is. A lot of the times my workout are still me time, and that's when I enjoy my own company the most. But now I know everybody in the gym, so it's like every day I go in there and I'm talking to someone familiar, or catching up with somebody, or seeing friends. Like, so now it's more of a social thing. But this podcast, when I get here and I can get deep and introspective like this, I really learn about myself, and I can really apply myself to the things I'm trying to do and see myself making advancements and making moves and just not being a fucking lame ass and sitting around on my ass all day being a fucking dope, bro. I love my own company, and I recommend you guys get to a point where you're comfortable with yourself and you love and accept yourself, and you can be humble and be like, I need to improve and I need to get better, because that journey never stops, bro. That journey never stops. You can always be better than you were the day before. But there's a lot of people that just don't like their own company. And it's kind of like, this is kind of like a side tangent, but we all know somebody that like is always in a relationship. Like, they're never single. They get out of a relationship, a week later, they're in a new relationship. That lasts a little bit. They get out of that. they get into a new relationship and it's just like that forever, bro. I know a lot of people that are like that. And it's like that because you're uncomfortable with your fucking self. There's something inside of you that you need to heal and repair and be okay with, because you are seeking the approval and the validation from all these relationships that you're jumping from. You are seeking some sort of a feeling of love or of understanding, or you're attaching your worth to what others are thinking of you. And so you just keep cycling through people that are going to give you that. And when it runs dry and when it runs stale, new person, you know? And I truly believe those people aren't comfortable with themselves. So sit down and get comfortable with yourself, bro, because at the end of the day, you're the only person you got. Throughout the run of your life, the course of your life, however long it may be, hopefully it's long and fruitful and you live a life of abundance. But like throughout the course of your life, the only person that's going to be there through the entirety of it is you. So learn to get comfortable with yourself, man. I fucking am. What have I tolerated from people in the past that I no longer have space for? My time is so valuable to me, bro. Now that I'm getting older, I'm not running out of time. I'm still young. I'm 25. But now that I'm older and I realize how much time I've wasted or how much time I've allowed others of my time to waste, I don't put up with that shit anymore, bro. I also don't put up with motherfuckers that are flaking. I had one homie he's still going to be on the podcast. And like, don't get me wrong, I still love this kid. But it's like, if you keep rescheduling, flaking, I don't put up with that shit. Stop. And I'm going to let you know too, like, you're being fucking weird, bro. You're being wishy-washy, and I don't like that shit. I'm not putting up with that, you know? I will call you out. That shit people's time is their most valuable asset. Don't go around wasting it. I already waste enough of my own time by myself when I thankfully it doesn't happen too much anymore, but like when I would just sit around and mindlessly scroll on IG or anything, it's like everybody's competing for your time. That's the new currency. That's the new most valuable currency in our society, is attention. And if your attention is somewhere else, it's not on your goals. It's not on your ambitions. It's not on what you're trying to do. Time is the most valuable currency. Don't fucking waste mine, bro. So that's something I don't put up with anymore. And also just overall disrespect. If you come into my life and you being disrespectful, or you draining my energy, or you come in negative as fuck, you're gone. You're donezo. Get out of here. Strike 3. You're fucking out of here, bro. Don't let people drain your time, your energy, your resources, and don't let negative people leech the happiness that's radiating off of you, bro. And that's true facts. That's it. Damn, this shit is busting. I don't have the usual aha today, bro. I got this Liquid Death, Buried Alive. You see what they did there? It's actually very creative, Liquid Death. One of my favorite brands because they're hardcore, but it's literally just water. Like, why are you out here summoning Satan and sacrificing virgins when you just make water, bro? It's so crazy. It's so crazy, but their new sparkling shit, their flavored waters are pretty dank. So check it out. I ran out of ahas. I got this, and I'm not mad. Next card. What's a non-negotiable in my life? This is, what is that? Oxymoron, what I'm about to say right now. Because failure is a non-negotiable, but failure is gonna happen, you know? I know, and I already have in my life. I've pursued and started a million endeavors that just have failed, or I've fallen flat on my face. I've embarrassed myself. I've failed a lot in my life, man. That's part of growing up, and that's part of just getting more experience under your belt and trying new things. You're going to fuck around and fail. But at the end of the day, failure is not an option. I don't want to be on my deathbed looking back like, oh, bro, I should have done this. Or like, I had the time to pursue music harder. Like, why didn't I make it? Like, because you were fucking lazy, bro. Like, failure is not an option because eventually you're going to succeed. Like, I say this a lot on this podcast, but you can't You can't lose if you never quit. Eventually something's going to happen, but it's just consistency. It's the dedication. It's the amount of time you put into that craft. That's what I said. Your time is everything, bro. It's the biggest currency. You need to invest that currency into yourself so you can succeed, so you can reach these goals, so you can get to where you want to be in life. But it's like understanding that you're going to fail at some things, but those failures are what teach you the next time you go about something like that. You learn and you're like, all right, I could do this better, or this didn't work out, but I know it was because of this. So let me change my strategy. Let's change the game plan, but let's tackle it again and let's get there. You can't lose if you never quit. I guess that's a better, it's not failure. It's like quitting. I'm not fucking quitting, bro. Life can throw whatever the fuck it wants at me. I'm not quitting. As a man, you say, all right, it's not how it's supposed to go. I didn't plan for this, but I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna suck it up and I'm gonna keep it pushing. That's G shit. Like, you just gotta fucking live your life like that, man. So quitting is not an option. Victimizing myself is something that, is a non-negotiable in my life. I'm never gonna sit there and be like, woe is me, I can't do it. Guys, feel bad for me, feel pity. Fuck that victim mentality bullshit, bro. I'm not fucking doing that. If something doesn't go my way, I figure out why and I keep it pushing and I make sure it goes my way the next time. That's it. Life is literally that simple, bro. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like that fucking simple. You just have to be strict with yourself. You have to be strict with yourself, and you got to want it. You got to have that edge, that grit, that determination. And this life shit ain't meant to be easy, bro. Eventually down the line, you can reach a point where you're financially comfortable. You've made it. You've put in the work. You could cruise a little bit. I still wouldn't even recommend cruising. Like, always work. Always try to be better. Always try to be the best version of yourself. But like, to get there, it's not easy, man. Especially for dudes. Like, we don't got it easy. We do not have it easy like that. You have to work, man. So that's a non-negotiable for me. I'm not quitting, and I'm not going to be a fucking victim to anything, you know? What's the best gift I can give myself in this chapter of my life? This is a pretty nice gift I give myself right here. This Liquid Death, this shit is busting right now. Another gift I can give myself is just, I was literally about to say time again, bro. But I guess a gift I can give myself, damn, now I'm stumped. See, this is why we play this game, because it's very introspective. It's almost therapeutic. You sit back and you ponder and you're like, A gift I can give myself right now would be the gift of staying disciplined. Because I feel like if I stay disciplined and I keep my head down and I focus on my health, my fitness, all my creative endeavors, this podcast, YouTube, music, acting, modeling, I've made strides in all of those categories. You know, I've gotten the ball rolling and they're all rolling, and I've made strides in all those categories. If I give myself the gift of consistency and discipline for the days where I don't feel as motivated, I'll be a fucking weapon, bro. I truly believe that. I'll be a fucking weapon. Like, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. Like, I'll be a fucking weapon, and I should be on people's maps. I should be on people's radar, because people will see like, oh, fuck, this kid is doing something right. He's making moves. He's getting places that I've only dreamt of. Like, what's the secret? Everybody's going to think like, oh, overnight success, or like, oh, he just, it's whatever. They can think whatever. But if I give myself the gift of discipline on days where I'm not motivated, and I just keep chipping away, brother, chipping away, and compounding all the things that I'm doing, I'll be unstoppable. I already feel unstoppable, man. I already feel unstoppable in a lot of avenues and aspects of my life, bro. I feel like I got the Riz. I just found out that Riz is short for charisma. Coco told me that. I thought I was the youngest, hippest guy alive, and I didn't even know that Riz was short for charisma. I thought Riz was like game or something, which, I mean, they go hand in hand, but like, I feel charismatic, bro. I don't get weird around people. I don't feel socially awkward. Like, I've been able to make large amounts of money. I've been able to talk to guys, girls, beautiful girls, like high value guys. Like I've been able to just talk to everybody. I don't feel social in like party settings, or I don't feel awkward going out. I truly enjoy my own company, like I was talking earlier. And like I like the things that I'm doing. I know the value and the worth that I bring to the table in terms of all the shit. Like I feel fulfilled. Obviously I'm not where I want to be, but I do feel fulfilled, and I'm just gonna keep fucking pushing and sending it. Like in that last card, I'm just gonna keep fucking sending it, man. And I'm excited to see where I am 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now. Cause it's like the opportunities are limitless. When you don't count yourself out, you keep running the race and you just fucking send it and do the work. Like, bro, the world is my oyster. I'll grab the world by the balls, swing them around, smack them, do whatever the fuck I want, because the world is my bitch right now, bro. I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's the mindset I have. That's the mentality I have. And I like that, man. I like that. Damn, time flies when you're having fun, bro. It's almost intermission time. I'll answer one more card real quick. What's one small step I can take today towards a goal that feels out of reach? One small step I can make today is literally just, I guess one small step I can take today is just the routine, bro. Keep the routine alive. Here's something that's weighing on my mind. I started this year off hella good in terms of waking up early. And today, I let the little bitch in me win. I let the little fucking pussy in me win. And I woke up, instead of like 7:38 that I usually do, I woke up at like 10. And I was like, oh, I felt trash out the rip. But it's okay, because that feeling of trash, me feeling bad, I deserve to feel that. I woke up, I felt bad, good. Because you broke your routine. You deserve to feel bad, you little fucking pussy. That's how my mind works. That's how my fucking mind works, dude. So like, anytime I'm fucking up now, my brain's like, I hope you feel like shit. And then I'm like, I do. And my brain's like, all right, now get up, dust yourself off, and let's get back in it. Let's actually do the things we set out to do today. Let's start crossing shit off our checklist. Let's put in the work and let's start doing it. Like my brain is my best friend, but it also keeps me accountable. That's some shit I was talking to one of my friends in the gym today, and they were like, how do you just get yourself to like push all this weight every day and to just like keep going up? They're like I want to get under some weight that they wanted. They're like, I'm trying to get over X amount of pounds, but like I've just been trying over and over again and I can't fucking do it. And I said, bro, I just get under the weight. And right before my set starts, I know my brain's like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is a lot. Oh, fuck, this is going to suck, whatever. I get in charge. I jump on the saddle of my own fucking brain and I say, listen, bitch, we're not here to complain. We're not here to, this is too hard. Shut the fuck up and do it. Shut the fuck up and do it. People probably think I'm crazy that if you ever walk by me in the gym and I'm about to hit a set, literally word for word out loud, I say, stop being a fucking pussy and hit this. Do you want to be a bitch forever? Like that. These are the words that leave my mouth when I'm in the gym. I'm about to hit my set and I say, I'm breathing all deep. I'm getting in the mood. And then I say, do you want to be a little bitch forever? No. Stop being a fucking pussy and let's get this. And then I fucking rip it. And then I rip it. And then the set ends and I feel on top of the world, bro. I'm like, I'm unstoppable, bro. Nothing can beat me. I just did this heavy ass, hard ass, fucking crazy work. And everything in my body was telling me not to do it. And I said, shut the fuck up. Literally shut the fuck up. I'm going to do this. And then I do it. Coco sent me a video the other day that was so funny where I sounded like such a bitch, bro. I was saying some dumb, I was like, just like background noise. And Coco's just on the camera and he turns around and he's like, shut the fuck up, bro. And like, I needed that. At that time, I was probably like all offended and sensitive and shit. But now I'm like, bro, sometimes I just sound like a bitch and I just need to shut the fuck up. When my mind if my body's telling me I can't do something, then I listen. But if my mind is telling me I can't do something, my mind's been chicken shit for the last 25 years. And everything I've put myself to, and I've switched my identity, I've switched the way I think about things. Anytime I shift my sense of thinking, it's game over. It's like I unlocked a new things that I didn't think were possible, bro. I'm like, oh, you telling me I could have done that the whole time? I was just lazy. You tell me I could have done that the whole time? I was just in bad mental shape. I had poor mental health. Oh, you're telling me I could have tackled this the whole time? I just wasn't applying myself correctly, or I just wasn't learning, or I just didn't have the knowledge at the time. It's like, bro, anything you want to do in life, it all starts up here. It all starts up here. And your brain is going to convince you that you can't do something, and that it's not worth trying, or that you're not good enough. But your brain is wired to protect you, but it's like an overprotective, strict parent. And strict parents create sneaky kids, bro. That's kind of weird. That has nothing to do with anything. But strict parents create sneaky kids, and an overprotective brain keeps you from doing the shit that you want to accomplish in your life. Keeps you, I think an overprotective brain keeps, has a stiff arm on you and keeps you from growing, keeps you from going anywhere, keeps you from accomplishing anything. Because your brain is going to convince you that you can't fucking do that. Don't listen to your fucking brain, bro. Push the hard way. Start the endeavor. Start the business. Start whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, straight up start. Whatever, if your brain is telling you, I shouldn't do this, it's probably something you should be doing. Unless it's like fucking, I don't know, meth or cocaine or like hanging out with sketchy people. Obviously, I'm saying within the realm of self-improvement. If your brain is scared to do something, it's probably something you should be doing. I'm going to hit an intermission. We're going to get right back into this. Ooh, this is fun. I like doing this. Man. Like I said, this is a very therapeutic game. I've said that 1,000,001 times already, but like, it's cool just checking in with myself and seeing where I'm at. Just seeing where I'm at, bro. So yeah. Next card. What's the most exciting improvement I've been seeing in myself recently? Just kind of seeing everything actually compound, bro. If a year ago you told me like, oh, bro, by this time next year, you'll be 180 pounds. You'll be fucking shredded. You'll look really good. You could take your shirt off anywhere you go, and like, you won't feel embarrassed, or you won't feel insecure or anything. Or like, you told me like, oh, bro, like, you would have been putting on a podcast consistently for a year, or just, just a plethora of things, bro. It's just like, that's the most exciting improvement I've seen, is just seeing improvement. Because a lot of the little self-improvement stuff that you do, you're not going to see it right away. That's the thing. It's delaying gratification, and everybody wants instant results. They want something. I just made a video on supplements. Everybody wants a fucking pill that's going to cut off 30 pounds overnight. You're just going to drop 30 pounds. Everybody wants a fucking pill that's going to make them fucking C-bomb, or going to make them look massive, bro. That's going to gain all this muscle. And it's like, that only comes from hard work. That only comes from improving yourself. Everybody wants to date the baddest bitch, but nobody has the balls to go up and talk to the baddest bitch, bro. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you have to do these little daily practices that are going to benefit you. But at the time when you're doing them, it may not seem like a lot. It might be the scariest thing to actually do, or you may not like doing it. I feel like most of the delayed gratification things, nobody wants to do them at first. But once you start doing them and you get consistent with it, and like this card says, you start actually seeing the improvement, that's when your mindset shifts, and you're like, oh, it was a detriment and a struggle to even do these things, but now I look forward to doing these things. I get to do these things. Your mindset changes. You like to do these things. When I first started working out, I didn't like that shit. It sucks. Your body hurts. You're in there. You're like, bro, I'm not even seeing results, and I'm just in pain all the time. Like, this shit sucks. Now, and you guys have known this, it's my favorite part of the day. My favorite part of the day is being at the gym, because I see improvement. Now, when I'm editing, it's like, yeah, a lot of the time I'm locked up in my house working on my projects and shit. If I'm mixing down a track, little moments like that are my favorite part of the day, because I see improvement. I listen to songs that I released when I first started producing, and I'm like, what is this fucking goofy ass little beat I made, bro? And then I listen to shit that I'm capable of making now. I listen to the music I'm making now, and I'm like, it's improvement. when you see improvement, bro, it's amazing. But like I said, everybody wants it to be instant. Everybody wants it overnight, and that's not how it works. I feel like now everybody has that impression with how fast, you can have one video go viral on TikTok and you gain a couple 100,000 followers from that, couple thousand followers from that. And then now it's like, oh shit, like I have this big audience and I have nothing to give them. But like, I guarantee you, if I blew up now and I garnered a massive audience, I have so much to offer because I've improved over the years. I've made music. I've released this podcast 1,000,001 times. I'm going to continue making the YouTube videos. It's like I've been around the block and back in terms of like commercials and modeling. I've worked major campaigns. I've worked with big brands. I've worked with all this stuff. It's like I have some knowledge to offer you. I have something to give you. If I blew up right now, like I guess I could say I could keep it sustainable. I truly believe that because like, bro, I've improved myself. I've done the work. Like I said earlier, I feel the best when I'm focusing on myself because then I can actually learn what works and come back and tell you guys. I've learned so much about what works. I remember when I was like 18, 19, bro, I was like, I'm going to get out of high school. Like, well, I had already been out of high school at that age, but I was like, I'm going to move to LA. By the time I'm 22, 23, I'm on. I'm a big blockbuster Hollywood star. I got all this money and all this, fame and all this stuff. And I think back, if you handed a fuck ton of money and fame and clout and success to that kid, it probably would have ruined him. I'm not even gonna lie. I was not in a position mentally to handle that amount of attention. As much as that's what I wanted, I was like, I'm gonna do it. It probably would have ruined me, bro. I probably would be like a raging alcoholic. I'd probably be in and out of fucking, I don't want to say rehabs, but like AA centers, maybe a rehab or two, bro. I probably would have done some crazy, reckless, wild shit. Like, it's funny how life works, man, because life really starts working in your favor when you start working on yourself. And I truly believe that. Life starts working in your favor when you start working on yourself because you kind of start bending your own reality and creating your own reality instead of expecting your reality to mold or shift around you. You start creating your own reality. And so what the fuck was even the card, bro? I've gone on such a big tangent here. What's the most exciting improvement I've been seeing in myself recently is all the improvements that I've been watering throughout the course of the last year, 2 years. Like, I just hit a year of sobriety. That should be a much, like, to most people, that's a massive, that's like a big deal. I had people reaching out to me that were like, damn, I really, and they were being genuine. It wasn't like, I could never, but they were like, I genuinely don't think I could do that. Like, that's such a hard feat. Congratulations. And I was like, to me, I hit a year of sobriety. I didn't even bat an eye at it, bro. Like, I was like, all right, well, what else is happening? What else am I focused on? It's like little improvements like that, like cutting out alcohol drastically improved everything in my life. But it's like seeing just like little things like that. It's like the next biggest improvement is what excites me. But seeing all of my hard work and my efforts compound and pay off truly is a great feeling, man. It truly is a great feeling. When do I feel most productive? What time is it usually? Am I alone or am I with others? I feel most productive in the morning, bro. That's why I like beat myself up when I woke up at 10 o'clock today, because I've been waking up at a consistent like 7:38. And when I wake up, I make my cafecito time, I meditate, and then it's right into business. I'm recording a YouTube video. I'm recording this podcast. I'm scripting something. I'm writing a script. I'm letting the juices flow and getting all these creative ideas. I feel like, especially in the morning, right after my cafecito time, your brain is kind of starting to like come online. The gears start turning, and I get some of my best ideas at that time. If I sit down and I start to produce a track, it's a lot of my favorite and best tracks have been produced in the morning when I'm sitting down with my cup of coffee. It's just that's when I feel most productive. I've kind of always been like this too. I'm not going to say it's set in stone because I truly believe you can change any aspect of your life. But previous iterations of myself have been so inclined to just kind of fizzle out when the sun starts going down, which sucked because I would wake up super late. I would go to the gym, and by the time I came home, the sun was pretty much gone, And my mind was kind of like shut off already. I'm like, oh, it's dark out. Like, I guess I've never been able to produce or put in good work when the sun is down. I would always just kind of check out and be like, oh, it's relaxing time. My body and my mind was convincing me that it was relaxing time. So now when I wake up in the morning, I have like this drive and this sense of urgency to tackle everything, and I feel I know that like more dopamine gets released throughout the course of my day because I'm doing all this hard, strenuous activity, but I'm seeing my checklist just boom, 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 boom. Everything gets knocked out. My girl, she tends to wake up later, and by the time she texts me, I'm either at the gym or I've been at the gym. I've edited 2-3 fucking videos already. I've made short form content, long form content. I'm uploading something. It's like a lot of my day is in the morning, and I don't like to take that time for granted because that's when the real work happens. That's when the real focus is for me personally. So. And am I alone or am I with others? I'm with y'all in spirit, but I'm really alone on that, bro. I'm really alone on that. And I have to be alone. I have to be alone, bro. If I got someone sitting around and like just fucking distracting me, like, bro, I can't do it. Don't get me wrong. I love to collaborate. Like when Coco comes over and we work on music, I love that shit, bro. We're both obviously invested. We want to make a banger. Like, I'm not saying I'm not open to collaborating or working with others. I like that as well. But for me and my growth, there's a lot of things that I have to do by myself, and I can't even have the distraction of my phone around me, bro. Like, I'll put my phone on do not disturb, or I'll do something to just make sure this gets done. Like I said, my brain is literally like, can you just please fucking do this, bro? Like, my brain is at a point where it's like, we're at 25, bro. You've had your whole life to play tickle dick and grab ass. Like, just fucking get this done, please. And I'm like, all right, man, I understand that. My brain holds me accountable, and my brain holds me accountable truly in the morning, and I have to do it alone. What's something mean that was said to me in my childhood that I carry? Y'all hearing this? There's no way you ain't hearing this. Thank you. Oh, thank you. That was I can't even be mad. Got taken care of right away. And if y'all didn't hear it, there was a car alarm blaring in this fucking alleyway right here. But what's something mean that was said to me in my childhood that I carry to this day? What would I say to my younger self now? The two biggest things that were rude as fuck that got said to me when I was growing up, bro, was my body and my weight. Everybody always called me fucking skinny. They always called me chicken legs. They always said, oh, you're fucking skinny, bro. Like all this stuff. And then everybody thought I was gay as well for some reason. A lot of people still think I'm gay for some reason. I think it's just because I've always been just very comfortable with myself. I think, bro, I don't know. And maybe being skinny is probably why motherfuckers assumed I was gay. They were like, look at this fucking twink, bro. But those were what I got rinsed and repeated constantly growing up. So obviously I always wanted to get bigger. As I feel like that's a massive reason people get in the gym is just insecurities about their body or what they've been told. And what would I say to my younger self now? I would go back and be like, they're fucking right, bro. You are skinny. Do something about it. Like, what the fuck? You can only do something about, you can only want to change or do something when it gets brought to your attention. Obviously, if it's rude as fuck and your goal is to just hurt that person, that's fucked up. Don't go around bullying people for shit that's out of their control. But like, especially with your homies, if you see your homie is lacking in one area or you see your homies falling off in one area, bro, you like, let them know. You gotta be like, hey, bro, like I love you. I'm looking out for you, but you're kind of falling apart here. Or like your mental health is kind of falling off. Like, what can I do to bring you back up? Like you should want to help your friends and the people around you to lift them up to the point that you know they're capable of reaching. Obviously, I was skinny as fuck and I got made fun of. Here's the thing. People would make fun of me for it, but because of that, I wanted to make a change. I wanted to change it. And now it's like if somebody tells me I got skinny legs, I'm like, piss off, bro. I can squat more than you. Like you reach a certain point where you know what you're capable of. And it's like, bro, that shit doesn't offend me. And now when people think I'm gay, I'm like, I'm so used to it that I'm like, whatever, bro. I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. I'm very masculine. I carry myself I'm like proud of my masculinity, bro. So like if you still through all this, I think a lot of the times people think you're gay, and this was coming from a gay man. He said, I think we just assume you're gay because of how hygienic you are and how you carry yourself. And I was like, what does that mean? And he was like, well, like you take the time to like make sure you look good, and like you always have like this one dude, he was telling me, he's like, well, your facial hair is always lined up. He's like, your hair is always did. He's like, you always smell nice. You always smell like some sort of cologne and stuff. And he goes, and this is like, these are very gay elements and gay features. And I'm like, are they, bro? Basic hygiene is gay now? Like I was so confused, but I was like, I understand that. And he's like, you just put a lot into your appearance, and that's kind of like a feminine feature. And I was like, bro, is it so wrong to want to look good? Is that like a, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being gay, but like there's something wrong with our way of thinking if we're gonna go out of our way to bring people down that just want to put the best version of themselves forward, that want to feel confident in their outfit, in their hygiene, in their hair, the way they style themselves. Like there's nothing wrong with that, you know? And that just kind of tells me like the bar is in hell for men, dude, where we're just expected to be like gross and grimy and stinky and disheveled and just whatever, which just tells you, guys, if you just put a little bit of time and energy and effort into your appearance, your hygiene, the way you smell, the way you look. Some guys might think you're gay, but a plethora of women are going to be throwing puss at you, bro. It's that simple, because the bar is in hell right now. I'd rather have a couple guys thinking I'm gay, but all the girls on my side, than fucking like all the rest of the smelly, nasty dudes like, oh, you're one of us, and all the girls are repulsed by me. You know, like just a little maintenance, just a little bit of maintenance and hygiene is gonna skyrocket you. So yeah, but I'm like, it's impossible to hurt my feelings now, bro. It's impossible to hurt my feelings now, because I've outworked myself, and I've proven to myself like, oh, you know, you're not skinny, you're not this, you're not that. All these insecurities I've smashed, but I've made a conscious decision to be like, this is something you're insecure about. How can I fix it? And then I fixed it. And I recommend doing the same to y'all. It's not easy. It takes effort and energy, and you're going to have to want to do it. There's sacrifices you have to make along the way, but if you just do it, time's going to pass regardless. You do it, you're going to be in a better place 3 months from now, 6 months from now, and you're going to look back and be like, I can't believe that was something that really kept me from living my life to the fullest, was this small insecurity I had, was people thinking I was skinny. Whatever, like change, do something about it, you know? What am I putting off that feels more important? Why am I avoiding it? Damn. What am I putting off right now that feels more important? I guess, I don't really like to talk finances on here. I've been pretty well off the past 2 years, but I was living a life of abundance, and with life, man, there's peaks and valleys. And right now, my finances, they're not stupid low, but they're running low. And like, I'm in the reserves right now, and I don't want to be living off the reserves, because when the reserves are gone, everything's gone. So like, I'm probably going to have to get like a little part-time job or something soon, just to have, and I should have had that the whole time, bro, just to have like a little consistent income coming in between jobs. Because if you go long enough without booking a job, shit gets a little scary. And then you book a job and you're like, I'm chilling. But then you go long enough without booking a job, shit gets a little scary. Coco broke it down in the best way. He was like, everybody thinks that being a model makes so much money, because yeah, say you get 5,000 for a job and you make 5,000 in a month, that's cool. But if you don't book anything in the next 5 months, you break that down, you made 1,000 every month. And that's chump change, bro. That doesn't even cover rent, you know, that doesn't cover anything. So it's like, if I was booking $5,000 jobs every month, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's good money. That's pretty decent money. You can live off that, you know? But yeah, man, the acting stuff, it's hard to go full time in that shit. I've been blessed enough where I was able to do it full time for the past like 2 years, but now, I just got to get a job, and that's something I'm putting off because it's like, bro, I love the way my life is going right now. I have so much time to do whatever the fuck I want. I had fuck you money for a long time. I could do anything. I had all the time in the world. I saw my friends dread going to their fucking jobs and hate their lives. My roommate even come home tired as fuck, doesn't want to do anything, just like waking up early to go work for someone that doesn't give a fuck about them, bro. I hate that shit. And if I have to just bite the bullet and do that, it's like I said, bro, it's part of being alive. It's part of being a man, especially. Like, you're going to do a lot of shit you don't want to fucking do. Do I want to go out and get a job right now? Not really. I haven't had a job in like 2-3 years, really, because of the way my life's been set up as of late, which is amazing. But like, fuck, man. I'll do it, though. If that's what it comes down to, I'll happily do it. And I'll just have to situate my time accordingly. I'll have to make more sacrifices, cut out more things, bro, that don't serve me. And then it's like, I'm really, really, like I said, your time is your most valuable asset, bro. Cut out shit that's wasting or not benefiting or helping you out in terms of time, bro. So I'm avoiding it just because like I don't want to work for someone else. Maybe I'll start like making beats for people. Maybe I'll start there's a million and one ways to make money now too, bro. It's like, I feel like if I really just took a day and went over all the ways and sat down and thought it out, I probably wouldn't even have to get a job. I could make enough just because of the skills that I've made up. Like I said, I've improved myself in so many aspects where it's like I have all these different skill sets now. Like I'm pretty, I wouldn't say cracked, but I'm half decent at editing videos. I'm more, I know I'm above average at like making music. In terms of like electronic music, bro, I really think my shit is crack, man. It's like there's so many skill sets and avenues where it's like I could charge people to take lessons. I could charge people for mix down masters. I could charge people to edit their YouTube videos, send it back to them. This is the base price. I could charge people for, I have so many skill sets that I've worked up and developed over the course of my life in the past couple years, where it's like, if I was really smart, I would put those into play and make money off that. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. There is one thing I've learned in my 25 years. It's that money comes and money goes. Money comes and money goes, bro. And when you have it, it's great. And when you don't have it, it sucks. But you can also, it's something that's manageable. There's always a way to make more money. There's always different avenues you can get into, increase your revenue streams, your sources. Like I said, I'm always kind of, I'm looking out for myself, but God's also looking out for me, man. I truly believe that. I truly believe that shit. When Coco said that to me a long time ago, same situation, I was like, man, I'm like worried about money. I haven't made, I haven't booked a job in a while. I'm not anything. And then I got a residual check for like $12K. And Coco was like, bro, you're set. Like, God's looking out for you. You're going to be all right. I went from no K to 12K, stressing about money to like, oh, I'm chilling now. Like, like that's really how it is in this industry, which is fucking crazy. But I also have to apply myself a little more. I will say that I have to apply myself a little more. And I truly think if I applied myself a little more through the course of last year, I'd be sitting on a bigger bank than I am now, obviously. What have my past relationships taught me about myself, good and bad? My past relationships have taught me that I wasn't always a very cash money stand-up guy. I think back to the person I was in, even like my last intimate relationship, my ex, bro. Like, I think back to the person I was in that relationship, and I wouldn't want to be with that person. That dude was fucking annoying, was ambitious, but not really doing anything about it. Didn't really give a fuck about his I mean, he did in a way give a fuck about his health, but he wasn't I think that guy just wasn't driven in any aspect of his life. I had all these goals I wanted to achieve, but I wasn't doing anything to actually get there. And I would just kind of sit around and complain as to why those things weren't happening. I wanted everything to just be handed to me and given to me, because I was like, oh, like I'm cute. Like, I've done it. Like, just this shit should just come, you know? And on top of that, I was adding alcohol, like excessive alcohol to the mix, and just weird grimy things I was doing, bro. I wasn't very cash money, but going through that breakup at least, and through losing friends, you know, I've, like I said in my sobriety video, that I had betrayed and backstabbed a lot of friends, again, because of alcohol. It's like I've lost a lot of friendships as well. And it's taught me, literally, it's shown a light on the shitty aspects of me, on the shitty characteristics or the shitty habits or the shitty things that I was doing to people. It was like, I remember one time I woke up in my last apartment that was infested with cucarachas, bro, cockroaches. We had a roach infestation, and we lived there for like 4 or 5 years, bro, and there was roaches the whole time. But I would wake up at 5 a.m. to go to my valet job, and I would flick the lights on, and when I flicked the lights on, this like sea of roaches would come out of the fucking the sink, just scuttering everywhere. Like, bro, I'm not even lying, like 12 to 15 roaches just scurrying out when I turn the light on. And that's kind of what my past relationships, that's an analogy I'm going to use on what my past relationships showed me about myself. It just turned the light on to all these shitty characteristics and mindsets, and just all this, the bad things about myself. And that's part of the biggest reason I started this self-improvement journey, is because I was like, all right, I'm losing a lot of friendships. I'm losing a lot of relationships. I'm not really happy with my career. I'm not really happy with my growth, where I'm at in life. What do I have to do? Well, what do I have to do? Do I have to stop drinking? Fuck it, I'll stop drinking, bro. Do I have to stop going out every weekend? Fuck it, I'll stop going out every weekend, bro. Do I have to fucking actually sit down and mix and oh, fuck it, I'll sit down and mix and master this track, bro. Do I have to apply myself a little more? Fuck it. All right, I'll apply myself. I actually have to go to the gym. All right, I'll actually go to the gym, bro. It was like I was at a point in my life where I was like, you know, what do I have to do to be better, to stop losing people left and right? Because people were dropping out of my life like flies. And at the time I was like, fuck them, I don't need them. Fuck you. I had that mentality where I was like, fuck you, whatever. And now I still have that mentality now, but at least now I'm confident in the person I am. A lot of people drop out of my life, and I was like, you weren't benefiting me in any way. Like, literally, our friendship added zero value to my life. I don't give a fuck if I lose people like that now. But back in the day, I would lose friends that were like close to me. They didn't do me wrong in any way. I did them wrong. And then I'd get mad when they left, and I'd be like, fuck them, I don't need them. But now it's like, I know, like I said, over time, you build yourself up, and you know what you offer, and you know what you bring to the table. Now, if someone's choosing to leave my life, I'm not going to sit here and beg for you to stay in it. Cool, that's fair. But it's like, I'm like, I know what I bring to the table now. If we don't mesh, we don't mesh. But like, at least I can confidently say, I'm bringing my best. And if that's not enough for them, that's fine. And also, if you're not bringing your best to the table, I don't want that shit anyway. Like, straight up. Like, there's a couple people, my girl will know if she's listening, my girl will bring up like, oh, well, like, if you are rude to this person, like, it's going to ruin this friendship with this person and this person. And like, you really got to, it's like, think about how you're handling this relationship. And I tell my girl, baby, I don't give a fuck about that relationship. It doesn't bring any value to my life. It doesn't add anything. If anything, it's lowering my mental health. It's lowering my vibrations. It's lowering my energy. Like, that friendship could die, and I'd probably be better out in the long run, you know? Like, these are things I break down to my girl, but, you know, my girl's a girl, and she's like, well, like, that's such a toxic way of thinking, and, like, you got to be nice to, like, all this shit. And it's like, yeah, be nice to people. But if you know a relationship's not benefiting you, why are you going to try to keep it around? Why are you going to try to keep it alive? Like, why are we so afraid to just let shit go, bro? If something's not working, let that shit go. And in the past, I'd be beat up about shit like that. But now, or I wouldn't be beat up about shit like that. I'd be like, fuck them, I don't need them. But now, especially if something breaks down, like I said, I'm bringing my best. I know what I'm worth. I know my value. If something breaks down now, fuck them, I don't need them. Because it's not going to take me to the next step. It's not going to take me to the next level, you know? But I can confidently say that now because I am a harder worker now. I've put in the work. I have so much to like show for myself where it's like, I know the value I bring. I know what I bring to the table. And I'm only going to keep growing and getting better, you know? But my past relationships taught me that. And that was the point of this card. My past relationships definitely taught me that there was a lot of elements of myself that weren't cool, bro. I was a shitty dude in a lot of regards. And I did a lot of shitty things. And I hurt a lot of good people and broke a lot of hearts and was just kind of just dumb. You know, young, dumb, full of cum, real stupid. But slightly less dumb now. Slightly less dumb. You just learn from experience. You learn as you go along. And that's what it is, bro. So I'm thankful that I was that fucking retarded back in the day because it forced me to grow up a little bit. It forced me to, it just pushed me in the direction that I wanted to go. And I may have took a couple L's along the way, but like we got there at the end of the day. We got there at the end of the day, and I am content and happy with the man I am now. All right, guys, I'm having some technical difficulties with the camera now, so I think we're just going to leave it there. It's been an hour already. Time flies when you're having fun, but man, very introspective. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I might do this again sometime. I might do this with a guest. Who knows, bro? I might play this game with a guest. Like, the possibilities are endless, but as always, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of La Frequency. Let's keep it pushing. I want nothing but success and gratitude, or not gratitude, success, abundance, you know, gratitude as well, just for everybody, man. But like, we got to fucking hunker down and do the work and get there. So sending you guys love and positive energy your way always, man. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week.